lahat and nagbabalik at ang inyong lingkod Yamada Sensei dito sa PNXBET Invitationals Best of 3 Upper Bracket Finals. So kung sino man ang mananalo dito sa dalawang kupunan na ito ay siyang dediretso papunta sa Grand Finals na gaganapin din bukas. Best of 5 series yun. And kung sino man ang matatalo siyang haharap sa nanalo kanina, which is pangalan nito Ragdoll. It's a very important match na kailangan natin tunghayan ngayon dahil malapit na matapos ang PNXBET Invitational Season 3 and we're down to the top 3 teams already. So let's all get all the drinks that we need. Sana kumain na kayo. Umupo dyan, ubarin ng sapatos. Pero chill na kayo dahil malapit nang matapos. This is gonna be the last series that we will cover for today. And we're excited to find out if this is gonna be a best of 3 series. Sana best of umabot ng 3 games para ma-action na ma-action. Tapos yung tipong suntukan, blow by blow talaga. Pound for pound action. Tingnan natin. And with that, it's a Bane and Konka duo for Polaris Esports and Weaver Mars naman para sa Motivate Trust. So Bane Elemental, one of those heroes talaga na gustong-gusto ko din pinipick as a support. Kasi napaka-tindi talaga ng pwede mong i-provide na tawag dito, disruptive spells across the board. I mean, from early to the late game. Meron kang Nightmare, meron kang Fiend's Grip. Matagal na stun yun. So kung may mga spirits, di ba? Mahuli nito. Halos, bitaw keyboard ka dyan. And mukhang yun na nga yung route nila. Bina nila yung Storm Spirit dito. They went for the Kunka. So sige, mag-spirit na kayo. Kung gusto nyo mag-mobility mid laner para sa Motivate Trust, we're ready. We have the Bane and Konka. Meanwhile, on the side of Motivate Trust naman, a very, a very aggressive laning phase as far as I can tell. Weaver and the Mars on a single lane equals heavy physical attacks na damage. So, tingnan natin if that is gonna be super effective. And knowing this, Polaris Esports, what are they gonna opt to with dito sa kanilang safe lane side? Naglaro na naman si Jackie. Okay. Mga ano pala to? Mga delayed pala to. May 5 minutes nga pala tayo. Okay. But anyway, shoutout sa lahat ng nanood kanina and ako na naman pala ulit ang makakasama nyo. Nagulat din ako pero I'm happy na tayo pa rin na magkakasama hanggang alas 6 ng gabi kung papalarin at makakakuha tayo ng 3 games sa serye na ito. And don't you worry, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang energy. Nalabas ko na dito ang coffee. May rhyme schemes na kung napansin nyo, diba? So ayun, we're just waiting for the drafting phase to finish. But now, let's take a quick look at the bans section. Madaming mid laners ang binandito ng Polaris Esports dito. In fact, nag-alis sila ng 3, the Lina, the Storm, and the the Death Prophet. Inalis sila yung Tiny. So lahat ng mga nakakainis na heroes dito, Elder Titan, which is alam mo naman, kapag may pag-bane ka, ayaw mo makakatapat ng Elder Titan dahil pag sasampaling ka lang talaga niyan hanggang umiyak ka. Yes, may brain sap ka pero at the very least hindi maaabot ng brain sap mo yung suntok ng isang Elder Titan. Okay. On the side of Motivate Trust naman, inalis nila Monkey King. Yes, because you're going for the Mars. I understand that. Undying, yeah, kasi kung gagamitin ng Polaris Esports yung Undying against the Mars on the laning phase, awiti yan. Kung magpo-position 5 yun. Kasi aalisin ng strength and there is a possibility na patayin yung Mars nila if ever this Mars is an offlaner. Now, Tide Hunter, yes, definitely you don't want anyone na magde-disrupt sa party mo inside the Mars arena. So, removing Tide Hunter is a good option, pero mamaya natin balikan yung pick na yan. Phantom Lancer and the Rubik have been removed dito sa side ng Motivate Trust Gaming. Okay. So, ayaw nilang pakuha. Baka maraming malalaking big spells ang bibitawan ng Motivate Trust dito.
10 seconds
Tignan natin.
5 seconds
Rubik. Tingnan natin yan. Tingnan natin mabuti para may idea tayo kung ano bang pwedeng mga gawin. So, mid Dawnbreaker? Makakakita ba tayo ng mid Dawnbreaker dito? Cool yan. Game 1 MTG Sure Balls, sabi ni Nino Cabael. November 1 to 7 pa hindi naglalaro si Jackie, sabi ni Rob Low. Sino ba? Jackie ba? Ito si Jackie sa Motivate Trust. Yung ba hinahanap niyo? So with that, Spectre pick, Motivate Trust Gaming. Ay. Actually, pwede pa naman ang position 4 ata yung Dawnbreaker, tas 5 niya yung Weaver. Pwede naman yon. Hindi naman masyadong bad trip yun. Kaso Tuskar sa kabila Sakit. Ano to? Mid? Wait a minute. If this is mid-con ka, then we have an offlane Tuskar for the side of Polaris. Is that it? Interesting. So, suntukan with the spec during the laning phase, kayang-kaya to. Samahan mo lang ng isa pang mataas-taas na physical damage. Mas mabilis-bilis tumira. Sulit na sulit ang tag team. Ano kayang balak gawin dito ng Polaris Esports? Medyo hindi ako sanay sa draft na ganito na nakikita. Kaya wala akong masyadong input na mabigay. Kailangan ko siguro makita pa yung buong draft para ma-appreciate or tawag dito, ma-realize kung ano ba talaga ang balak gawin ng Polaris Esports on this first game. Pero Motivate Trust, it's pretty standard. You have the spec as a carry and the Mars as the offlane. The Dawnbreaker, kind of flexible as far as I can say. Pwedeng may nagme-mid kasi si Thompson, nakita natin. Pero I doubt na magme-mid din dito itong mga to. Ayun, yung sinasabi ko sa inyo. Mabilis bumanat, heavy physical damage, along with the Tuskar. You know kung ano mangyayari. Pero in this lane, feeling ko isasama niya Bane Kasi offlane Tuskar nga sila. Tas okay, Silencer ang kasama niya sumuntok. Masakit yun. Okay. Tuskar and Silencer and then PA Bane. PA Bane versus Mars Weaver or Mars Dawnbreaker. Masakit yun. Parang Eagles ata sila sa Dawnbreaker doon mamaya. Subok Game 1 MTG. Sabi niya John. Tignan natin Init pa rin ng kape ko, guys. Hindi ko pa mainom. Ayan. So we're down to the last and the final pick of Motivate Trust here. We're looking for a mid laner. And marami nang natanggal dito ang Polaris Esports. Lina, Storm, DP, Batrider, Viper, yung mga potential mid players. And then puro carry naman ang finocus dito ng MTG na ibagbaban nila. Kung sakto lang, no? Guys, inom lang tayo kape. Chillan nyo lang dyan.
Void incarnate.
Okay. So, support Dawnbreaker and Weaver nga to. Clearly. Tingnan natin kung sino mag-ano. Okay, so position for Dawnbreaker. Okay. I respect that. 5 nga yung Weaver. So, there you have it. The drafting is over. It's Polaris Esports. Pakilala na natin yung mga players and their respective heroes. It's Natsumi on the Phantom Assassin carry, Nico on the offlane Tusk, Boomy on the Silencer, Mac on his mid-Konka, and CML sa kanyang Bane Elemental. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Motivate Trust Gaming on the Dire. It's Void Spirits, Fearless on Void Spirit, Jackie on the Spec carry, Q on the position 4, Dawnbreaker, Masaros on the offlane Mars, and Set 0 on the position 5 Weaver. Okay? So, for me, parang ano pa rin ako dito. I would go for the much standard draft ng MTG dito. I'd go safer. Just because I like the mid laner, Void Spirit, pero yun nga lang, countered siya nung Konka. Laning wise, definitely mahihirapan ng Void Spirit and Spec. Spec is up against the offlane Tuskar and Silencer. So, Tingnan natin kung ano mangyayari sa Spectre lane ng MTG. Pero yung Mars lane nila at saka Weaver... Wait, Mars and ano pala to, no? Mars and Dawnbreaker. Okay. Tingnan natin. Oops. Wait. Ayusin natin yung camera natin,
For battle.
Lagi ako nagkakamali ng click.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Okay, there you go. Okay. Okay. Smoke play coming from Polaris. They wanna go on the offense early on. And yun na nga, may wards slid sa may top lane. They've spotted out Masaros here. Bulaga! 5 heroes on top of you. At mukhang hindi ka na makakawala.
First blood, and here come the sharks.
Seconds to battle.
Okay, hindi siya silencer mid, Rolando. Bale, ang mid nila dito is the Konka. Bakit hindi ko makita yung yung camera? Ba't ka na? Okay, nicely ward there from Mac. Nasayang pa agad yung wards dito ng MTG. Gandang nightmare. May stealan lang dito ng bounty. Si Fearless. Okay. So yun, with this kind of draft, I've said it earlier, I will go with Polaris. With the MTG. Since mas stable para sa akin yung ganitong drafting. You have teamfight control, crowd control, meron kayong sustain from the Dawnbreaker, global presence as well, tapos mobility heroes in the mid. This is basically the recipe for a successful game for me, the way this patch, as far as this patch goes. Now, the problem here on Motivation's side is yung laning phase sila medyo mahina. Void Spirit in the mid lane, definitely magugulpi ni Mac yan. On the top lane, Tuskar and the Silencer against the Spec, as I've mentioned earlier. Mahirapan ng isang Spec dito in the Weaver. Pero there is still some fighting chance. Depende sa gagawin ng Weaver eh. Kasi pag nadikita nila yung Weaver ng walang Shokuchi or yung Spec, pwede nilang patayin with a tag team combo with the alongside the Silencer dun sa may top lane. Bottom lane, tawag dito si Masaros on the off lane Mars and Dawnbreaker definitely will have a much better time compared to the PA Bane Elemental combo. Mas mataas ang nila dito, mas mataas ang kill threat nila, especially with that Dawnbreaker. And we all know, hindi pa naman ganun, ako sa tingin ko, hindi pa naman ganun kabisado ng lahat kung paano mo lalaroan si Dawnbreaker early. Kasi sobrang nakakainis pa yung mga yung mga spells niya. Yung inuuna niya lagi yan, yung Starbreaker. Yung umiikot yan, tapos may stun, tapos may regen. Grabe, nakakairita. Alam ko may slow pa ata yun eh. Wait. Check ko. Attack plus bonus blah 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 blah. Wala naman palang slow, pero stun. Mini stun lang. Mid lane, Fearless, dropping low. Kailangan niya dito ng maraming sustain. So, nag-battle na siya, first item. Kailangan niya lang i-secure yung water runes, yung power-up runes. Ito yung magdadala sa kanya ng konting fair trade ba against the Konka. So, with that, mababattle niya yung water runes. Wait. Hindi pa niya kinukuha yung battle runes sa may top lane. Weird. Parang dalawang isip pa siya kung lalasit pa siya o ano. Kasi nakita niya na wala yung Konka eh. So, he's back. Diretso farming lang ulit. He's at 11-1, 17-1 for the Konka. So clearly, this thing is still following the script. Going to the top lane, it's Nico on the Tuskar. Tuskar with 2 gauntlets of strength. And kunat-kunat siya dito, 960, 8 armor. Not bad. But there's a kill at the bottom, however. PA mabibigyan. Sabi ko sa inyo, di ba? PA is gonna have a rough time on the laning phase here at the bottom. Not gonna be easy. We cannot deny that. Pero mag-i-equalize naman yan dahil yung mid lane naman ng MTG yung mapapahirapan nung Kuya. The question is, ganun ba talaga ang mangyayari? But wait a second, Natsumi trying to dish out some physical damage dito kay Masaros, pero a bit tanky at this point. Hindi niya pa masyadong kaya without the critical strike, the coup de grace. Utility pop. Meron pa bang utility baon si Dawnbreaker? Wala na. So he's going for the Urn of Shadows on his first item. Kukulitin pa si Natsumi dito. Celestial Hammer pop. Pero si Jackie makakuhuli dito sa may top lane. Silence is there. But Nico, he's dropping low on HP. Here comes the Shokuchi from the Weaver. Couple of right clicks more and Jackie should take the kill on this one. And there you have it. Successful.
Normally.
So we notice, we also, we also acknowledge the fact that the Weaver on the top lane can still provide a decent amount of damage, and with the Shokuchi and the Swarm para dito sa kay Spec if they wanna take a kill. But we didn't expect that to be that early. So Fearless on the mid lane, X mark top, hindi nga lang pero aabot pa rin yung combo. Natapos ng maaga yung kanyang remnant doon. Top lane, Nico being driven away. Dito sa may creep wave, pinupull niya yung melee creeps, pero won't be successful. Bottom lane, kailangan ng sustain, but there goes the spear, tas may hammer pang kasunod. Pagkatapos si Batin, minartilyo pa. Ay, and CML's turn to die, I guess. Popping off the magic stick. There goes the dagger slow from Natsumi, and it's MTG calling it off at the bottom. Pero lang to, magic stick, magic wand lang ang katapat nito para sa Mars, and magic wand ang inuna niya plus the soul ring, so value item for him during the early laning phase. And as we can see, Void Spirit has fallen down dito sa may river, courtesy of Mac on a solo kill. So level 6, hindi pa nga siya nag-ghost ship doon, so malamang X-Mark Torrent Tidebringer lang. Baka bawas-bawas na dun si Void Spirit. On the top lane naman, mabibigyan dito yung Weaver. And Boomy, return kill from Jackie. So nicely done. 2 supports down on the top lane, but Jackie will be happy with that. The death of his fallen comrade is not gonna be in vain. Yan. So 3-3 scoreline on the 6-minute mark. And there is a slight gold lead on the side of MTG.
Clear as clean water.
Meanwhile, let's take a look at the Void Spirit here on the mid lane. He's being hunted down once again, and the kill is there. Boomy! Si Q1 dito pa, pwede pa ata nalang bigyan versus Celestial Hammer. Wala. Andito na. Si Weaver, ang pulis pang kalawakan, umahabol na yung Boomy. Gaboom! Torrent will hit. But then again, the Hammer will end his life. That's gonna be a 1-for-1 trade on the mid lane. It's the Void Spirit against, or in exchange for, the Silencer, the side ng Polaris. Not a good trade for MTG, but at the end of the day, you wanna take that kill. You wanna make sure na makakuha kayo ng kapalit kahit paano, para hindi naman mag-extend ng sobrang gold advantage ng Polaris dito. But always remember din the fact na namamatay yung mid lane nyo, bumabagal yung timing ng mga items niya. And levels, in terms of levels, level 8 na si Kuya, and level 6 lang naman si Fearless. He's on his way to 7, but he's just halfway there. Top lane, pwede ba sila makahuli dito? Hindi nila haabutan.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
So, there is a play coming from behind, and it's gonna be the Dawnbreaker. Bagabam-bagaboom, Boomy will not get hit by the final stun coming from Q. Ice Shard will be used, and makakapag-Shukuchi pa dito si Weaver. They don't have the vision. And Nico makakasapak dito kay Q, committing his ultimate. But Q, is he gonna survive? No, I don't think so. Kuya is here to mess up the party. Weaver is down, and Kuya, he's all alone. Tatama pa yung torrent na dito on the Mars, pero inside the arena, what can you do? No more spells for you, brother. And here comes Jackie, desolating inside the armor of that Kuya. Kawawang bata. Ayun, oh. Shoutout kina Chiboy, Nino Cabael, JR Pama, Michael de la Peña, Simon from watching this game. Boss, kailan cast ni Boss Darkstar? Hindi ko lang alam, boss. I-update ko kayo later kapag nakapagtanong ako mamaya sa director natin. Hindi ko sure yung schedule ni Boss Darkstar. Okay, so it's 7-6 in favor of MTG on the 9th minute mark, and let's see. Given the last hits or the net worth of the Kuya, he's at 5.1k here on the 9-minute mark. He is going for a quick silver edge. Okay. Hindi, magsha-shadow blade muna siya and then goes straight for the BKB. Yun ang balak na ruta dito ng Kuya niya. So, you wanna get involved early. Get to that shadow blade timing para mas masakit nga naman. And mas surprise attack ba. Tapos dito, let's look at the PA. PA, standard. He's gonna go for the Battle Fury on his first item. Pero siguro mga 12-minute mark, perhaps. Tuskar naman dito, Falcon Blade for that damage. And health regen plus a bit of tankiness then. You get that 200 health additional dun sa Falcon Blade. So, all good in the hood. Mac is gonna get there in time. Inside the arena, here comes the Dawnbreaker coming from above. And it's Mac. The big Mac dying in the mid lane. And right before he dies, nakapag-iwan siya ng barko dito pero walang tatamaan on the side of MTG. So right now, MTG is taking control of the game. Killing off Mac on the mid lane. Medyo nagkamali siya ng play doon with that X mark. And there you go. CML, papalag pa rin sa dito. A snowball from the side. The kill off the Bane. Ay, okay. Muntik pa maligtas si Nico doon with that snowball. Kaso wala pa rin eh. Boomy is being chased down by Jackie. Surely, he's gonna fall there. We're gonna take a look at the Weaver and Q chasing down the Tuskar, but it's a bit tanky at this point and they cannot catch him. Two supports dying at the side of Polaris on that engagement in the mid lane. Maybe a return kill for that Void Spirit that they have taken from earlier.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Okay, so Natsumi continuously farming, definitely okay, medyo malayo-layo pa. Mukhang yung timing ng Battle Fury dito, nag-power thread straight ban din kasi siya. So siguro mga 14 minutes, I believe. 14 to 15 minute mark, ganyan. Void Spirit sa kabila on the side of MTG. He is going for the Yule Scepter initial item niya. For the Remnant combo. Survivability as well, depending on the scenario. Mars naman dito, not opting for the straight dagger. Instead, mag-Yules din siya. So, Yules is understandable since kung makukuha niyo early timing, pwede niyong i-disrupt yung combos ni Kuya. Pwede niyong i-use pag nag-X-Mark or yung tawag dito. Yung PA, pwede niyong i-use din kung babanat, paliparin niyo muna para makite nyo na makite. Kasi on their side, the problem is they don't have enough stuns. Actually, ang stun lang nila is spear. So, hindi ganun ka-reliable. So yung PA dito technically talaga sobrang party siya mamaya kapag nagka-team engagement na Walang pipigil sa kanya. Spear lang at saka yung Remnant. So medyo alanganin pa yung mga spells na yun. Hindi siya sure lockdown unlike ng mga tipong Nightmare o kaya Actually Nightmare lang pala magandang stand din sa side ng Polaris. So libreng-libre yung spec at saka PA mamaya pag nag-team. Okay, God's Rebuke. Deleted yung Bane Elemental. So Kuya's timing here, he's still on top of the network and he now has the Shadow Blade. Pwede sila mag-engage if they want. Asan lang siya? Andun siya sa may upper jungle side ng MTG. Sa may upper left ng map. Naka-shadow blade ba siya dito? Is
Bottom tower
in
is
front
under
of
attack.
the Dawnbreaker, pero there's no combo happening. So I think nagkakitaan lang sila doon. Scan. Who did that? Okay, mukhang MTG yung gumawa ng scan na yun. Oh, wait a second. Hindi, ang nag-scan is Polaris. So they know na nandito ang heroes ng MTG sa lower portion ng ating mapa. And let's see if they're gonna think about engaging. Right now, they're focused on max itemization. He needs to get to that BKB second item niya for anti-magic. And makapalag siya ng dire-diretso. Hindi siya mapigilan. Meanwhile, Boomy will get caught. There goes a spear. Locks him in place. Pero, walang follow-up. And unfortunately, Weaver, makakawala siya. Luckily for him, but the snowball is there. Tumbler's toy, nicely done. Just to avoid that combo from Nico. Third game, 9 PM yung cast ni Darkstar Polaris versus AJ. Ayun! Thank you so much, Leonardo... Ano yun? Leonardo DiCaprio. Yung lupit ng pangalan mo, PA! Papalagay niya dito si Q right now. I don't think that's feasible. Q is very tanky at this point. Pero, with the help of CML on the Bane, that's not gonna be impossible. Spec wants to provide backup. Here comes the Mars catching off the BA. And that's BA down. Yes, you took down our position 4. We take 2 heroes on your side. So, MTG is doing it.
The crowd goes wild.
Shoutout sa 353 viewers natin. Maraming salamat. And ayun. Again, sa mga hindi nakakilala, I'm Yamada Sensei and ako muna makakasama nyo hanggang 6 PM. Depende sa kung gaano kahaba itong game na to. So hopefully, you guys enjoy this stream. Kung di pa kayo kumakain, make sure na kumain na kayo at mukhang kakainin nga nila sa top na naman. Naku po, set 0 is the casualty. Mac, pwede pang mag-X-Spark. There you go. Into the torrent. Parko muna nga eh. Actually, palamunin natin ang barko yan. Eto na. May kasama pang snowball. He was not gonna be there. Boomy Drafter, sabi niya Kelvin. Not really sure.
Step lively now.
Thanks para mapagpahinga muna. Manonood pag nandiyan na si Boss Darkstar. Yawn! Okay, yawsa. Matutuwa si Boss Darkstar niyo dyan. Thank you so much for the support. Labunin mo na dyan para makakain ulit ng solid, sabi ni Nina.
Regeneration. Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Uy, I hear X-Mark. Pero sa sarili lang pala yun.
Back to core.
Pag naabutan mamaya ito ng Yules, ewan ko dito. So it's 10, 13, 16 minutes in. Let's take a quick look on the itemization. Spec dito, naka Falcon Blade na. He is going for the Aghanim Scepter. Isang component na lang away for that. Let's see. Kunka, PA on the other side. Battle Fury na. So Deso is the next item that he's planning to go with. Mid lane matchup. Void Spirit, nakapag-use Scepter dito. Wait a second, makuhuli sa baba si Kunka. And there are TPs coming over. But it won't be on time. Makuhuli nila si Weaver and MTG. Wala silang pakialam. Okay na, kunin nyo na yung position 5 namin in exchange for your mid laner. We'll take that trade any time of the day, sabi ng MTG. And with that, we are at 14-11 scoreline. 17 minutes in. There's a slight advantage on the economy for the side of Polaris. And let's see. Tuskar is going for the dagger on his first item. And right after that, kulang na lang siya actually ng magkano to? 276 gold. So probably on the 18-minute mark, naka-dagger to or 19 if medyo madedelay pa. PA nakakuha na ng isang mithril. Okay, magdedeso na siya. Kulang na lang siya ng 1-1. So mga 19 minutes, expect mo andyan na yung desolator ng PA. Tingnan lang muna natin yung mga core heroes and their itemizations para malaman natin kung anong gagawin nila. And right now, there is an Aghanim Scepter on that spec. So posible na siyang mang-hunt dito ng mga supports. They have vision on the other side ng mapa. Sa baba ang vision ng MTG. So probably they want to play around that corner Ang question lang is, will they be given an opportunity by Polaris? And I think opportunity is gonna come knocking in the form of that Tuskar at the bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, Weaver, wala nang aabutin to. Pero eto na, everyone from MTG is planning to engage here on the top lane. The silence is there, so hindi matutuloy yung talon ng inyong Solar Guardian. And they are forced to fight 3v5 dito sa may top lane. But I think they're doing it properly. Although, mamamatay dito si Q. Susunod na rin ata si Masaros is dropping low. But Akonka will die first. Jackie. Tinatrabaho na dito yung PA. PA will jump, blink. Natsumi is trapped. Here comes the Void. Fearless working on the Tuskar. On the backline naman, Mars is gonna die. And that's a TP from the Silencer. Pero eto, pwede pa sila pamatay ng isa. It's gonna be a fair trade, I guess, at this point. Let me double check yung yung fight recap natin. So there are 3 for 3 exchanges there. Off lane, mid lane, and position for dying on the side of MTG. Meanwhile, sa side naman ng Polaris, it's the mid lane and the carry plus your position 5. Actually, mas maganda yung trade na yun for tawag dito for MTG. Medyo lamang na sa gold yung Polaris, pero MTG will be very happy with that. Unfortunately, with this one, makikita na natin yung lamang ng Polaris.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Okay, what up, AD Del Mundo. Thank you so much for recognizing me on the stream. And shout out to all our 385 viewers. Don't forget, wait a second. There goes the punch. No mana. Awit. Spec ang mabibigyan. Not good. So technically, it's a full team wipe para sa Polaris Esports. Ang ganda ng ginagawa nila dito. And they're now taking advantage of the Ross. But, Masaros, hindi pa tapos ang laban. I'm gonna bring you down inside the Mars Arena. So Bane Elemental and the Silencer will fall. Here comes Q with the Solar Guardian. Pero mamamatay agad doon si Mars. Awitin, hindi pa nga siya makakawala inside the shard. He's trapped and Void. Matutulog siya dito, may walang clean script nga lang. Pero let's see, matatalonan ba siya dito ng PA if mangyayari yun. So gusto pa rin ni Fearless. Goes by the name of Fearless. Hindi natatakot, atapang atao, pero mali na ata. Wala na ata sa lugar ang tapang ni Fearless doon, mga kaibigan. And he's gonna go down. So once again, a lot of heroes falling on the side of MTG. Team fights after team fights. And it's Jackie. Nagtipi siya. Wait. Ginamit niya yung ulti niya para pumunta sa mid lane for... Okay.
Step lively now.
I'm a bit confused kung para saan yung play nung ulti doon. There was no one from the side of MTG who could have gone up to the mid lane para pumalag. So...
Dire's middle tower has
Curious plays for me.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
So it's 20 and 19, 21 minutes in, and 2k gold advantage for the side of Polaris. Right now, PA has the Desolator and the Battle Fury, and as you can see, he is chipping down Q in a much faster manner now.
Your admiral is on board.
And of course, pwede silang mag-Roshan dito. You have Tuskar on your side, tag team, plus the heavy damage output from your Konka and PA. A recipe for a quick rush. Pag Ember ni Mac, all in na, sabi ni Russell. Ember ba ang ano na to para sa inyo? Let's see. Okay, 402 viewers, getting bigger and bigger on the viewership. I like that. Please don't forget to share the live stream, and of course, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsor for the event, PNXBET.com. And once again, if you have an idea or a clear prediction on which team will win this fight, go to the website PNXBET.com, place your bets, use our promo code LuponWXC, and of course, don't forget, always bet responsibly. Most importantly. Now, wait a second, there is a smoke play going to the bottom, and it's the Tuskar and CML. Nakita na pala nila doon. Nagpapanggap lang na bato. Ang Kuya Mukunka and the Void Spirit. Walang kamalay-malay na bababanatan na pala sila. Silence up. Patay si Weaver on the top lane. Heavy committal there on the silence, even for the position 5. I like that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay. So right now, let's take a look. Void Spirit, naka-Aghanim Scepter na pala siya dito. Okay. Kala ko naman meron something there. So Void Spirit, naka-Aghanim Scepter na siya in Yules. So pwede na siya mag-silence during team fight. This is the timing for MTG. Aghanim is also available on the spec ever since kanina. And malapit na rin siya sa kanyang Manta style. So mga 25 minutes may Manta style na. Kompleto na rin pala yung item ng spec. So this is the timing for MTG. So, I'm expecting na magbago yung tides ng round ngayon in favor of MTG. As soon as makakita sila ng magandang engagement, unfortunately, Void will survive inside the arena. They'll burst down the Aegis of the Immortal. And mukhang di makakawala si Natsumi dito if ever papalag na lang siya. Masalos with the God's Rebuke, pero he's going low on HP. And Mac is slowly chasing him down along with Natsumi. Now, no one is dying on the side of MTG yet. But here comes the Spectre Dagger. Natsumi tatamaan dito and they're going for the chase. Card chase ba to? Ang sakit ng clip ng dagger doon. And Natsumi, tatalunin niya yun given that opportunity. Pero si Jackie papalag with the Manta style. Tatakbo na lang muna siya ulit. Masyadong masakit. Medyo swerte yung tira ni Natsumi doon. And si Q maiiwan. Eto, tatamaan pa siya ng gold. And another critical from the PA. Awiti. That's Q down in exchange for the Tuskar. Pero hindi pa tapos. Gusto pa pumasok ni Jackie. And they're gonna go ahead. And no. Medyo malulugi. Pin script. Pero makukuha ng Remnant. Kaso mamamatay din si Spec. Natsumi and Mac with the damage. Triple kill para kay Mac Kunka. Nadali na sila ni Big Mac. The damage is so big on that Big Mac. And it's Void Spirit trying to run away as fast as he can. And he will. He will survive. But then again, Polaris Esports showing MTG, we are far better than you think right now. Pwede kayong mag-Aghanim Scepter sa Void Spirit nyo, but then again, ano ang gagawin ng Aghanim Scepter nyo? In Masaros, pwede ka mag-BKB, pero hindi ka makakawala sa Shard. Pero pwede ka mag-TP. I think that was a very forced team fight for MTG. As soon as nakita na nila yung nakita na nila yung cleave critical from the dagger nung PA, dapat siguro nag-back muna sila, disengage lang. Pero sa bagay, gino din naman sila ng Polaris doon. But I think the main goal na sa mga ganong scenario is alis na lang muna. Hindi ulti yun, kita mo may green pa din icon ng spec. Hindi kasi kanina tiningnan ko, pag check ko nung yung may kulay green na sasabi na yung diamond sa ilalim ng spec. Unang tingin ko wala, so akala ko ulti. Sorry. So, ano pa lang yun. Kaya kataka ako, sabi ko ba't gagamitin niya yung ulti niya for that engagement sa mid, wala naman siyang kasama. Pero nice. Thank you so much for the corrections. So 27 minutes over and it's 26 and 21 in favor of Polaris Esports with 8k gold advantage. Sobrang ginugulpi na dito nila boom itong tong MTG Hindi nila pinapahinga. They have the items on the side of MTG. But they cannot fight or find that winning team fight para sa kanila. It's always been Polaris Esports controlling them during engagements. So let's see. May magagawa pa ba sila dito? Because the PA right now, Desolator BKB na siya and walang masyadong stun sa side ng MTG. Kaya libreng-libre yung PA na pumasok, sumuntok, chromatical, tapos umalis pag gusto niya. Bisaya pride yan, sabi niya Jared Bourbon. Yun, no? Gusto sana mag-Bisaya pero hindi ako marunong, sorry. Pero ayun. Wait, 26-21, okay. Smoke play coming from Polaris. Saan nila gusto dito? Pero naka-smoke din si Masaros, ah. He's looking for a potential kill here. He's called on to the attention of that spec, pinging to the top lane, pero wala siya makikita eh. Kaso nasa likod nila. Sila ang makikita, in fact. Patay si Void.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Patay ang kuya mo, Void. Pero there's no Fiend's Grip at this point.
Radiant's top tower is
Ginamit
under
nila doon
attack.
kay Void Spirit sa may jungle.
Dire's middle tower
Step
has
lively now.
fallen.
Your admiral is on board.
Dire's middle
And here comes Polaris Esports knocking down on the tier 3 tower.
under attack.
And looks like MTG cannot do anything about it. Masaros tries for it, but then again, he's broken. Shards there. Solar Guardian up. Silence from the silencer. Here comes the spec. And it's a messy team fight inside the arena where Masaros cannot do anything. Void's gonna step forward. Silence is there. Okay, nagdidikit-dikit sila dito, pero Shard na naman ang sakit. Buyback from the Void, buyback from the spec. Papasok ulit siya sa team fight. Mac is dropping low. BKB running away. Shadow Blades up, pero tatamaan ng spear. Here comes the chase. Patay na yung dalawang supports ng Polaris, and the rest makakapag-TP. Yung Polaris team, Adroit yan dati sila, di ba, Lods? Yes, sir. Vincent Satera. Sina Natsumi, sina tawag dito? Sina Natsumi, si Maxi Bumi.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So yung team na pinaboran ko dito talagang nagugulpin ng todo. Ito pa nga si Masters mahuhuli na naman. Natsumi with the shard. Tanggal kunat. Ang sarap ng buhay ni Natsumi dito. Pinaglalalaban niya lang yung mga kalaban eh. Rest for Wicked. Okay. So 30 minutes have passed and it's 19k net worth for the PA, 18k for the Conca, and 13k only para sa spec. Ganon kalayo ang lamang dito ng PA.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ang sakit-sakit naman nito.
Bottom tower is under
Yung
attack.
spec natin, Manta, Aghanim Scepter, and Falcon Blade on the side of
Dire's top
MTG. Meanwhile, sa Polaris naman, yung PA, Battle Fury, BKB, and Desolator will now go for the Skull Basher. As soon as he gets to that, naku po, awit yan. Adroit without Michael B, sabi ni JJ.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom. Okay, step. Committed. Pero walang kill. This could have been the Alam nyo kahapon, ang nakita ko dito, ng spec versus PA, ang ginawa, nakalimutan ko sino yung spec ang ginawa ng first item na is the blade mail. Meron ding Magnus pa noon nung time na yun, pero talo yung PA. Kasi noon una nag blade mail yung spec, talagang umiiyak yung TA tsaka yung PA tsaka yung mga kampi na pa nagbe-blade mail yung spec. Makunat, pwede pumalag early. Ito kasing astral niya. Itong shadow step niya. Hindi masyado naging effective. Wala siyang mahuli Yung support kasi ng Polaris, Bane. Pagka pinunta mo, patutulugin ka lang din nun.
Tower is under attack.
Nangangamoy talo na naman MTG, sabi ni Clyde John. Tingnan natin. May item pa naman dito. Kailangan lang makakita ng magandang initiation. And a potential pickup like this, booming. Pero heavy commitment na naman para sa isang support. Popping up the arena. Okay, Solar Guardian up. Walang tatamaan ng barko. Except for Masaros sa may Gedli. Siya pala yung target. Medyo tumagal. Yung Solar Guardian doon. Patay si Masaros. And here comes PA. Natsumi bringing down the Void Spirit. Nagwawala na dito yung PA. Aray po! Set Zero will pop the time lapse, but still,
Double kill.
he's gonna go down. 4 heroes dead on the side of MTG, and it's only the spec living. Ay. Malakas ba Polaris ngayon? Sabi ng sabi ni Japet Lumanog. Yes sir, malakas silang maglaro. Kahit nung last season daw, maganda rin ang performance nila. And actually para sa akin, very convincing tong win na to. Given na yung draft din ng MTG is maganda. And Maxon talaga, kanina pa sila nagbabanatan. And going back to the game, it's Aegis of the Immortal for Natsumi's PA. So pwede na sila mag-take ng objectives on this one. 49 seconds, walang buyback yung Void Spirit. So it's gonna be 4v5 at least for the next 40 seconds. Spec, gusto na daw palagan si Natsumi dito. The problem is, triple stripling dagger. Pag nag-critical niya, kagaya ng dagger niya kanina, nag-clip pa, awit eh. Wala pang critical. PA, manning up and just taking down the full set of racks all by his lonesome. Shadow step. Sige ka. Baka mabigyan ka ng mga umiirit na critical na ganun from Natsumi. And he's not letting go of the chokehold. Gusto lang tapusin na to right here, right now. And Konka doing something here on the top lane, but he's gonna be forced to TP away. Back to the base for him. So, mukhang mag-atrasan muna ang Polaris dito. Masyadong malayo yung Konka nyo. Just wanna play it safe. Take control of this side of the map. And if ever mag-engage ang MTG, just like what they're doing right now, popping off the ulti from the spec, they will kill off the Bane Elemental. And ito inside the arena para makakapag-pop ng BKB dito si Natsumi. And free hits para sa kanya. Jumps onto Q, next target, and it's another kill. Nico will take that kill, however. Okay, hindi ko makita yung team fight. Astral step away, pero makapag-use scepter pa dito. Nico on check dito kay Void Spirit, pero hindi niya naaabutan. Nawawala lagi yung camera ko direct pag ano. Naglolo ko siya. Gusto sa pumupunta. Basta Bisaya, makusog. Okay, sabi ni JJ. Sorry, hindi ko alam kung tama yung bigkas ko dun ha. Okay, mamamatay din dito si Weaver. And 4 heroes are now dead on the side of MTG without any casualties from the side of Polaris Esports, opening the map further. Make that a full team wipe and a GG to follow for MTG. Okay, so there you have it. The first game on this best of 3 series on the upper bracket finals. Polaris Esports managed to take the first game very convincingly. Wala akong masamang tinapay sa ginawa ng Motivate Trust Gaming doon. They have a good draft. Unfortunately, medyo nahirapan sila sa laning phase because we were all expecting na talagang malakas yung laning pace ng Polaris Esports dito. It just so happened na maganda rin ang gising nila Bumi dito. Kitang-kita nyo naman yung mga team fights nila. Well coordinated. Wala akong masyadong masabing may tapon sila na tumanga yung isa, gumanito yung isa, walang ganun. It was just them playing to the best of their abilities and Motivate Trust Gaming losing the laning phase battle. And siguro yun na lang spec itemizations. I would have loved to see kung yun nga yung style ng blade mail ka muna tapos yung paunti-unting transitions ng item. But overall, good play pa rin sa Motivate Trust Gaming. At some parts of the game, especially from the early to the mid, nakakapalag-palag naman sila with the kills. Nagkataon lang talaga na nagkaroon ng mga 3 engagement ata kung di ako nagkakamali na puro sila napaparusahan and puro mga course yung nakukuha sa kanila. With that, we end the first game of the series and I'll be right back after a short break. So stay tuned, guys, okay?
What's up, mga